different network now that a lot of people have been talking about African spirituality. African spirituality. You know, it's like it's lingering around, which is also means that a lot of Africans are waking up. What is African spirituality in your view? If you know what's African spirituality?
So this is a term that we use to try to encompass what it is that we live and what it is that we do and what it is that we are. Now, if you look at our conception of the reason why we're here on the planet, the idea is for you to fulfill your nkrabia. So the nkrabia, they often translate that as mission, but it comes from destiny.
Okay.
Now it comes from kra, which is to say farewell, and then bia, which is the manner in which you said farewell. The idea is that everyone has an okra that comes from onyame. So that okra, it comes with its own destiny, it comes with its own mission, it comes with its own purpose, its own reason for being. So the very reason for you to be on the planet is for you to fulfill your nkrabia. And there's a proverb that says, Obia nkrane nyame boni, that no one said farewell to onyame in a bad way. This means that people have destinies that are to be fulfilled, and that the idea is that the human being is essentially good. So in order to fulfill your nkrabia, the idea is that the destiny, so when we say destiny, the idea is destination, the place that you're going. And the place that you're going is to become an ancestor. And it's not the individualistic thing that you find, for example, in Christianity, in Islam, what they call Islam, in all of these Eurasian religions. Is that not only are you supposed to become an ancestor, you're supposed to assist others so they too can become ancestors.
So does this cut across the entire continent? So say
throughout space,
we have
time, energy,
54 countries in Africa, and so this spiritual system that we're talking about and using the Kra as a base, is it the same like if you go to say Uganda, or you go to Congo, or you go to Kenya? Is it the same, or does it change? Does it change hands that much? Is there much differences between the spiritual systems?
So the foundation is the same for black people. For non-black people, of course, they are on the same thing of they want to get out of the world which is secular, which is sinful and so forth, so that they can go to paradise and get virgins and all those things. So it's basically the same equivalency of like the heaven thing. Their idea is that everything is sinful, there's original sin, and you're supposed to extract yourself out of the sin and go to heaven. So all of those things are just different variations on the same theme, which is one of fundamental alienation, being alienated from the world. The world is bad, so you have to alienate yourself and separate yourself and so forth. But for us as black people, the idea is to become ancestors, which is why you see in all of our various traditions, we pour libation, and the libation is poured to the ancestors. So as we're striving to become ancestors, there are two major things that are required to do so. One is what's called bo brapa, which is to live a ethical and moral life. Subaimpa, and again, that is to say that you have good character. And for those things, as you live that out in your life, this is how you're able to become an ancestor, or as we say, a grandcestor. And then once you're doing that, this is, how we are fulfilling our nkrabia. Now, we can contrast that to Christianity. So in Christianity, your purpose for being isn't to become an ancestor or to fulfill your destiny. Your purpose for being is to praise an imaginary cracker on a stick, an imaginary white boy on a stick who I like